Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the importance of struggling. But before I do that, I do want to acknowledge the fact that I have 40 subscribers, give or take, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for subscribing and watching these videos. I've been wanting to create content on YouTube for a while, and I just got the nerve to do it this year. And I've just kind of been enjoying the process. I've been enjoying making videos and learning how to edit and posting them and just expressing myself. You guys are a bonus to all that. If I do so happen to blow up from content creation, great. But at the same time, if that doesn't happen, I'm happy to just put out this content. And even if it just helps one person, I feel that it'll be worth it. So thank you so much. Now, back to the topic. So the topic is the importance of struggles. So that's what we're talking about in this video, why struggles are necessary, and what happens when we don't learn from our struggles, and what happens when we help people who are in the midst of a struggle. I'm going to give some examples of struggles that just happen in nature. So the first one is of a caterpillar before it turns into a butterfly. It is in the cocoon, and while it's in the cocoon, it has to struggle in order to break free and become a butterfly. Now, the struggle in the cocoon is important because it's strengthening its wings so that once it comes out, it's able to fly. If someone were to intervene while a caterpillar is in this transformation process in the cocoon and cut it open, to just get them out so they can hurry up and be a butterfly, they would not be able to fly, and thus they would not live very long. So the struggle is important for them to strengthen their wings and move on to better things. And we see this same example just in so many different areas in life. For example, even with babies, right? We see babies crawling on the ground trying to grab stuff, and a lot of times parents or just people in general want to intervene. They want to pick up the baby, take them to what they're trying to reach or get it for them. And it's important for babies to struggle. Babies need to crawl to develop their leg muscles, so eventually one day they'll be able to walk. They need to try to figure out how to reach under things and grab it and just navigate their environment and develop their motor skills. Interference could stunt their growth and development. So in those two examples, we see that struggle is important for growth, but we can now take those examples and just apply it in our own life in general. It's important to learn from our struggles and get stronger. When people do not learn from the struggles, it's called staying stagnant. And we see this a lot with people that we know. Every time you talk to them, it's the same problems, the same issues. They're making no progression. They keep choosing the same lifestyle and expect to see different results. And the whole point of having struggles is to learn from them so that you grow and change things. If you don't, you'll just stay stuck repeating the same lessons over and over. People have to learn and grow and come to their own conclusions if they truly want something. And if they make mistakes and don't learn from them, that's on them, and they're gonna have a rough life and keep on repeating the same lessons over and over again. That could be with anything. It could be with dating. Maybe you keep choosing the same kind of man or woman and expecting to get different results, but keep having the same type of relationship and you're not happy. You're not learning the lesson. What life is all about is just learning lessons, and when we don't learn them, we repeat them. And some people will spend their whole life repeating the same lesson, and some people will learn from the lessons, grow from them, and get better. Oftentimes you can find yourself wanting to help people that are staying stagnant, but you find that helping them doesn't actually help them in the long run. And I'll give you a couple examples so you know what I mean. I've met several people who I felt like their home environment looked a little miserable. It was pretty messy. I'm somebody that likes a lot of order in my home, or just have a neater space so I could think clearly. And for these people, I offered to clean their homes. And what I've noticed is cleaning their home, yes, it might brighten their day for that day or maybe a couple days after, but in the long run, the home is going to return back to the state it was in when I first got there, because I came in and fixed an issue, But what I didn't fix was that person's habits. So just because this person now has a cleaner space doesn't mean they're equipped with the skills to maintain a neat space. They have to develop the habits of, oh, when I put something out, I need to hurry up, clean it up, put it back away. When I get in the house, I take my shoes off, I put it in the closet. So you can do something for someone, but it doesn't guarantee that they'll be able to maintain and keep it. It's the same for giving folks money. You can give somebody money to help them with an issue that they're having, but if they don't know how to manage money, a couple months down the road or a couple weeks later, they might come back and ask for more money again. The issue is not so much that they need money. The issue is that they need to learn how to manage their money. So us giving quick fixes to help people doesn't necessarily contribute to their growth. Another thing I've learned is that people don't value gifts in the same way they value things that they've worked for and earned. So another example for that, I gave a friend a car of mine. It was an older car. It was on its last leg, honestly, but it was still operable, if that's a word. You could still use it, okay? There's a little tips and tricks to use the car. You had to make sure that you had oil in the car. If the car was shaking, you had to put it in neutral. There's a couple little tricks, and I let this person know all these tricks. But the person did not do all the tricks. They did not do the things to maintain the car. They did not get the oil changes. And as a result, the car broke. Now, I told this person all these things and they did not do them. But eventually this person saved up money and was able to get their own car, and they made sure they did the maintenance on their own car. So a lot of times when something is just given to you, you don't necessarily care about it. You know, you might be happy to have it, whatever, but you're not going to put the same amount of effort and energy into it as you would for something that you worked hard for. Since the time that I gave that friend a car, that person has since bought 2 cars. The first car they took better care of than the one I gave them, but there were still things they were doing with the car that was a little off. And for example, this person used to put Fabuloso in the cup holder.
What?
I warned this person not to do that. They did not listen to me. As a result, the cup holder ended up deteriorating. And now they have a newer car, and now they know not to do that. So my point is, you can tell people things, you can complain to them, nag, whatever it is that you're doing, but at the end of the day, people just have to experience things on their own so that they can learn and apply the lessons that they're being taught in their lives. It's not always as simple as just telling somebody something. People have to really just go through things on their own to develop their own conclusions. Now, it's very different if somebody is coming to you and seeking advice from you. You should give them the advice. It's not good to gatekeep information. Knowledge only becomes power when we share it. And a lot of times, less than half the people you give information to are actually gonna apply it. You know, it's just kind of how the world works. 2 people can hear the same great motivational speech. One person is motivated to do action, the other person, you know, just listened and went through one ear and out the other. To conclude things here, your struggles are important because they're building you, they're helping you get stronger, and they're making you better equipped. And we can learn that overly helping someone can potentially make them weak. And one of the last things we should learn is, if you really want to help someone, just know that sometimes helping them can just be a quick fix, and it might not actually help them in the long run. A lot of people need to do the self-work on their own and come to their own conclusions in order to grow. So I hope you got something from this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps make sure that my videos can reach other people. And if you stayed for this whole thing, thank you so much. I wish you guys all the best, and just know that if you are struggling, it is okay. It is a part of the process. You are on your way to becoming a butterfly.